Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Priyanka Neela Krishnan Show with me, Priyanka Neela Krishnan. This is Enterprise Security Series, episode 24, and today's topic when your agent hires another agent. What happens? Where are the security loopholes? Where does the security fail? Every handoff between agents is a privileged decision nobody is making on purpose. Let's get deeper into it. Right now, inside a lot of AI systems, there is a second agent doing work that nobody authorized. A human authorized the first one. That first agent authorized everything after it. I am Priyanka Neela Krishnan. I am an enterprise data security product leader, author, and speaker. Some of my books include Autonomous Data Security, Jailbreaking LLMs, and Problem Pioneering. I build security products, and today is about the moment your agent hires another agent and the privileged decision nobody is actually making. Here is the shape of it. A user asks an orchestrator agent to analyze last month's sales and email the team a summary. Totally reasonable to do it. The orchestrator spins up a data agent to pull the numbers and an email agent to send the note. Now trace the authority. The user basically authorized the orchestrator. The orchestrator authorized the data agent and the email agent. So, orchestrator, data agent, email agent. There was no independent check, no scope boundary, no record of who allowed what. Those sub agents did not get access because the user granted it. They got it because another agent passed it down the line. Nobody decided that. It just happened. What are you looking at is one of the oldest bugs in computer security, wearing a new outfit. It is called the confused deputy. A confused deputy is any program that holds real authority on behalf of someone and gets tricked into using that authority for someone else. Norm Hardy described it in 1988. Every generation of software rediscovers it the hard way. AI agents are just the current rediscovery. And multi agent systems rediscovered it at scale. Agent A hands a task to Agent B. The question is simple and almost nobody can answer it. Does B act with A's permissions, with its own, or some mix of both A and B? That ambiguity is the vulnerability. Let me show you this in a more structural and not hypothetical way. The OWASP Top 10 for Agentic Applications, the 2026 edition, ranks agentic supply chain vulnerabilities, which is the confused deputy across agents problem, as a top risk. They code I think it is AS104. The People Cataloging AI Risk put this near the top of the list. The confused deputy itself was named in 1988. We have understood this class of bug for nearly almost 40 years and we are rebuilding it on purpose. And here is the uncomfortable one. As of today, there is no widely deployed authorization system that fully solves autonomous agent to agent delegation. The token level pieces exist in research. The complete production answer does not yet. Here is how the damage compounds down a chain of agents. 1. The handoff. Agent A passes a task and its context to Agent B. If A has broad access and passes it along without restriction, B is now operating with far more reach than its little task ever needed. Number 2, the escalation. If B can reach systems A cannot, the delegation just escalated the privilege. And if B inherits the A's higher access, then the careful scoping you put on B gets bypassed. Both directions lose. Number 3, the blind spot. Agents trade context constantly. Instructions, intermediate results, fragments of sensitive data, all flying between them. And most teams have no equivalent of network traffic inspection for agent-to-agent communication. You cannot see what one agent handed another. So, here is the shift. Authorization has to travel with the request, not just sit at the top of the chain. I repeat, authorization has to travel with the request, not just sit at the top of the chain. That is in our case with agent A. When a human kicks off an agent, that human's identity should be attached to every action every downstream agent takes to all the sub-agents. In our case, the human who initiated the agent A, that authorization, that ownership should travel with our agent B in our example. If an action happens, you can trace it back to a person and an approval. Each delegation gets its own scope granted for that specific subtask, not inherited wholesale from whatever called it. And you judge intent, not just the activity. The same email action is fine from a reporting agent and a catastrophe from a hijacked one. The behavior is identical, but the purpose is not. Why does this matter right now? Because we are building a problem we already solved and leaving out the fix. Cloud platforms hit a version of this years ago. AWS literally has named guidance and a specific control for the confused deputy. We are now standing up agentic systems with the exact same architectural flaw, and we do not even have the equivalent guardrail in the agent world yet. And the attack is easy. An outer agent reading a malicious web page can be talked into instructing a more privileged inner agent to do something nobody intended. The attacker never needed a credential, they just needed content the agent would read. 4 moves for multi-agent trust. Number 1, propagate identity, not just tasks. Tie the original human or service identity to every downstream action so the whole chain is attributable and auditable. Number 2, scope each delegation. Give the sub-agent the narrow access its subtask needs. Do not let it inherit the orchestrator's full reach just because that was convenient. Number 3, broker the credentials. Put an authorization boundary below the agent. A broker issues scoped, short-lived access per request instead of agents passing standing credentials hand to hand. Number 4, inspect inter-agent traffic. Treat the context agents pass each other as a monitored channel. If you cannot see what one agent gave another, you're not governing the system, you're just hoping. Here is the reframe. We keep asking whether each individual agent is trustworthy. Is it aligned? Is it safe? Is it accurate? But the real risk is not inside any one agent. It is at the handoff, the moment one agent's authority quietly becomes another agent's power, and nobody decided that on purpose. Secure the delegation, not just the agent. Well, one question for your team. When one of your agents hands a task to another, can you say whose authority it is acting on and whether anyone actually approved that? If the chain goes anonymous after the first hop, that is the gap. Next episode, we go back to basics, to the hard-coded secret that has been sitting in your repo for years, and why finding it was never the hard part of the problem. I am Priyanka Neela Krishnan. I'm an enterprise data security product leader, author, and speaker. Stay subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, be happy, be cheerful, stay safe. This is me, Priyanka Neela Krishnan. It's all my own view, does not represent any current or former employer. Take care. Bye.